Hello Aquarius, and welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive. Thanks guys for stopping by. So what we're going to do is do a read for the first couple weeks of the month of November. This is going to be you and who, and that who could be friend, family member, boyfriend, girlfriend, a person of interest, or one side of a situation or another, okay? All right, let's jump into this. I do want to thank all of you that have been booking reads with me and booking coaching sessions with me. Thank you so very much. Gosh, it's just been quite amazing. We do have a brand new service that I do want you to know. Mainly it's about, for those of you that are looking to, perhaps increase success in terms of your relationship issues. Maybe for some of you it's to help overcome any sort of bad habits. Maybe it'll untangle any sort of post-trauma or even perhaps lower stress and any sort of depression. You do want to check it out. It's called the Rapid Change Session up there. And just like the name, symbolizes, it's pretty fast. It actually gets to the core of the situation rather than having long drawn out sessions. Many times there's able to get to the root of the situation. But for here, it's a type of modality that I use that's actually used in hospitals, prestigious hospitals worldwide. So you definitely want to check it out. I've been training that for about, the past 10 years ago, I believe. Geez. And because it has helped me, I am passing it on, especially when I see some issues come up in terms of, particular reads that I do for clients, and then we make some recommendations along the way. So if you're a good fit. So do check that out. So let's jump into this. Keep in mind too, is that on the 15th, we've got a new moon in Scorpio. So expect some changes here. This is where you go through some transformations. Emotions are coming to the surface. And as it might be a little scary for some of you, but it's about, integrating some of those emotions and getting them out, because by the end of the month, when it hits the full moon in Gemini, then that is about creating harmony with those newly filled emotions and being able to utilize them right after they've been integrated. So it's about, sharing of emotions, right, as well. So do know that. Big transformations, guys, okay? So get ready. It's some good stuff, all right? It's good stuff, all right? Let's take a look in terms of where you're at. So I'm going to start with you on where you're at right now. Aqua, where are you at right now? I'm an Aqua Sun, so I'm just as curious as you, all right? Before we do that, what I wanted to do, yes, I just didn't want to forget, is I want to pull a card on self-love, because we all know that it starts here, right? And I just started doing this, and I think it's really important for us to check in with self before we start, kind of looking elsewhere. It always is a good check saying, hey, where am I at right now? It's kind of a good calibration point, to start with. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. What's coming up for you? All right, what is it? Okay, so the card that's coming out for you, Aqua, is Am I Communicating My Needs? So for some of you, that might be the case, all right? So this is a perfect time in the month of November to make that happen, all right? Just keep in mind that your needs do matter, all right? And it's not about burying them anymore, because the new moon in Scorpio is not going to let you do that. This is a time, again, to integrate that. So it's very, very key. So what are you needing right now, Aqua, that you haven't communicated is what this card is talking about, okay? What is it that you are need to communicate? What are you afraid of? And that could actually give you the answer, okay? Is it possible that what you're feeling is not true? So really kind of keep those questions into mind and answer those questions, especially in the month of November, because you've got a perfect opportunity to pivot and to make some changes in this, right? So where are your needs, and what are you saying no to, and what are you saying yes to, all right? So keep that in mind, okay? So you need to express your needs in order to feel safe, in order to feel secure, and when you communicate your needs, it's going to be key, okay? Really look into what is it that you need to feel safe and secure about. Is it in a relationship? Is it in a situation? What's most important for you? And what's going to help you in this process, we'll pull from the soul trees here. That's what's going to help you before we jump into the main read. What's going to help you in that? What is it? Teach. So some of you, you might be teaching in order to help others in some way, shape, or form. For some of you, it could be some sort of teaching that you receive. Okay, but this is all the colors of the spectrum of the chakras. You see, it's so interesting here. It starts though from the heart, right? And this is about communicating your needs. It gets into the blue, which is the throat chakra, and it's all about stable, teaching and getting taught, perhaps what is important to you, what your needs are, that type of thing. But it's about maybe getting some sort of teaching or actually you teaching. Okay, so for some of you that could be the case. You could be teaching others how to treat you. And the way that we do that is by setting healthy boundaries on what we're going to tolerate and what we won't tolerate, what we can compromise on and what we can't compromise on, right? So these are things that come into play that are so important. I was just listening to an inspirational speech, and I can't remember who it was. But it is about not focusing on what you can get, but what you're investing in a relationship, and then of course what you're getting back. And it's really about really looking at that rather closely and really communicating your needs. So some of you, that will ring true. So note your comments below, guys. Drop your girl a like and definitely subscribe if it resonates. So let's jump in to your main read, and we're going to start off with you. In terms of where you are at right now. So let's take a look at that, all right? So what is that? Where are you at right now? What is the current situation? Where are you at right now, Aqua? Let's see what wants to come out for you here. I'm excited to see what wants to come out, okay? Well, this wants to come out, whatever that is. Queen of Pentacles, okay? So we've got the Queen of Pentacles. This is about, this woman knows her worth, okay? In terms of the energy, guys, the Queen is all about having, influence and authority. This is about, getting that stability, right? This is about that down-to-earth, motherly type of energy. And it's really that really grounding energy, right? Like she knows her value even without that coin, right? Even at that coin, she knows that she's got value in her. No matter what, that she's going to be okay. And this is why a lot of people are attracted to her. So it's kind of that Queen of Pentacles, that's that earth energy, right? Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo type energy. But there's lots of green, and she is actually infused with revitalization and with this groundedness because of nature, right? And that nature really fuels her soul, all right? And she just knows her value. It just is, right? Anything else? We got the Three of Cups and the Four of Swords. So the Three of Cups tells me this is calling out for support from the community, from your tribe, in terms of lifting each other up. Who's got your back and who doesn't? But there is an important quotient to this because the Cups, again, is Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces type energy. So this is actually just calling upon your tribe and using your tribe and working with your tribe as you all kind of level up in personal development. So again, they have your back, you have your back, really lifting and supporting each other up. So this is a beautiful energy. The Four of Swords talks about taking a break, taking a time out, kind of doing that nesting, right? This is about, especially as it pertains to matters of the heart, maybe there's some sort of groundedness that's needed as emotions maybe perhaps were a little bit all over the place. So this is about getting clear. This is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius type energy. So some of you might be kind of nesting, hibernating, so you can actually revitalize and revive yourself to take that step forward, okay? And this is going to be really key for you, all right? And I do feel that it has to do with matters of the heart here. Could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, a fellow air sign, or even a water sign for that matter. It could be. You have Earth there as well, so this is interesting. But yeah, that's what I see in terms of where you're at right now. And because of the moon phases, let's pull a moon card of what's going to help in this situation right now in terms of where you're at. A new start is coming, right? So this is about, really, this is the full moon. I really think a lot of you guys, it might be at the end of the month that it's coming into, let me back up here. Okay, let me back up. A new start is coming Look at, guys, new moon. That new moon that's happening in Scorpio is going to be pivotal for you. This is even better because it's coming up earlier. So this is about, kind of, the emotions kind of getting grounded, having the energy to deal with it and stabilize, everything as it pertains to matters of the heart before you go on to that brand new start. So for some of you, you've got a new start in love that's coming, okay? I am just saying this card is coming out at the very most opportune time. So this is really great. I'm glad I'm actually pulled that. So expect a new start as it pertains to the new moon that's coming in Scorpio on November 15th. All right. So that's what's coming into play. Anything else in terms of where you're at right now in terms of the situation? Where do we have? Angel of addiction healing. Okay. So there is some sort of positive transformation that is happening for you. Okay. Very, very key. And that's why I feel that you're having to get your rest right over here. The transformation, some of you, it could have been some sort of addiction, in some way, shape, or form, perhaps in, maybe it could be in terms of, in matters of the heart, right? So I'm going to pull a surrender card and see maybe what needed to surrender. But again, it could be anything. It could be codependency. It could be, continuing a repetition of a current situation, a dynamic in a relationship that needs to halt and to change course, right? So this is about, there's healing. You recognize the addiction and healing it. What was it for some of you? What is it? Well, first of all, surrender to rest and sleep, and we got that, but it's being confirmed here, okay? It's time to rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul. So that's going to be key for you. Anything else? Surrender to denial. So this is about maybe you didn't see the situation in this relationship or situation as it really was, and now you're no longer denying about what really truly is right now in this moment, all right? And I think a lot of you might be becoming a lot clearer in that. And so this is about, don't deny the difficulties that are there. Don't bury them or give excuses for someone else's, poor behavior or your behavior too. It starts with us, right? So this is about maybe did we communicate exactly what we wanted in this relationship or situation, and are we structuring healthy boundaries around that in order to make this, in order to create a positive, collaboration, dynamic, and synergy around another person, right? So that's what this is saying. I think that once you surrender to any sort of denial, you are going to see a lot of things a lot more clearly, okay? And when you see things clearly, you're able to make the best decisions, into stay or to leave in terms of a relationship. So that's what I see coming out for you. Let's flip on over to the other side and see what's happening over with them, okay? Where are they at right now and what's going on with them? We got the Four of Cups, okay? And the Four of Cups talks about, they're not looking at the cup that they have available to them. They're not looking at the spilled cups. They're kind of daydreaming, looking off into the distance. This is about them getting their grounded in this. Now, it could be dealing with the Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or someone that has that in their chart, or taking on that energy. But this is about contemplation at this moment. And this is a really good place to be. This is about both kind of, the other side over here is taking a moment to find out what it is that they want. Maybe they've got some sort of decision to make. Let's pull a couple more cards from the deck and see what wants to come out. All right. This is interesting, guys. We'll pull 2 more cups. Yeah, someone's got a decision to make, okay? So there's some sort of decision in terms of a relationship or situation. I got the 7 of Cups and I've got the Moon card. So right now, things might be a little much in terms of an illusion, so to speak. We've got the Moon card. The Moon card talks about that Pisces type energy. And then the 7 of Cups, again, more Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces energy. But if you see here, this other person, he's making a choice, and he's actually choosing the cup right there that he's pointing to, that he sees long term, that he sees that it can up level, that he sees progress in, right? Because the one that he's choosing has a ladder next to it, right? It's got a ladder next to that particular cup. And he knows that that is something that is going to really up level, his life, and together can up level a situation. And it's for long term. Some of them are full of water, some of them have a snake in them. So that's what this is saying. But the moon card is a 19 card reduced into a 10, saying that of which is eluded and hidden is going to be revealed. And there's going to be a choice that's going to be made. So this person's got lots of choices, and they're actually in that contemplation mode, thinking, what is it that they're going to do? Yeah, that's what I see that's coming through here. How interesting, right? Let's pull a moon card on them in terms of where they're at right now so we can see what's happening. But they're in a process of kind of deciding, okay? What do we get? Believe in the impossible, okay? This is about them, focusing on miracles, and this is so interesting. The blue moon had taken place, if you're seeing this before Halloween, or after Halloween, I should say, on Halloween. So the blue moon is when you've got two full moons that are happening within the same month, and it just so happens this happened to be on October 31st, okay, 2020. So in the blue moon, and this is interesting, believe in the impossible. So you both had immediate recognition as it pertains to the moon card, is that on Halloween, this is about them believing in the impossible. So maybe they're casting their wishes on what it is that they want in terms of this relationship or situation and what they want in life, and they're trying to believe in the impossible. So if something happened where you both aren't together, or they're actually focusing on what it is that they want and focusing on the miracle in terms of that. And the blue moon is a great opportunity for that to happen. So cross watchers, that's really coming through. Big changes coming through there. Very beautiful. And what is important, for them in terms of right now, in terms of where they're at. Let's pull anything else that's going to be important in terms of the situation for this other person here. What do we get? Angel of Families, okay? So this is about the angels that are surrounding both you and the angels are surrounding them and their family at this time. So they're just watching over them to know that they are safe. So maybe there's been some sort of difficulty in terms of a family situation, but things are coming through. What is the thing that this person needs to focus on getting rid of? Well, I think what they need to do is just surrender, to take a break. They need to take a break. This is relaxing, to take a break. Very similar to you, getting the rest and relaxation. You're mirroring each other here, guys, okay? But this is about replenishing themselves and really making themselves feel really, really great. Okay, so that's going to be really key. Anything else on this other side here? Surrender to stress. Maybe they're going through a lot of stress right now. And this is about not only breathing in, but really exhaling as well, right? And taking a moment to breathe, whether that's through meditation, but it's about letting go of all of, dark energy, any stifling energy or negative energies, breathing in white positive energy and letting go dark gray energies out. So just think of that. When you breathe in, it's clear white energy, and when you breathe out, you're getting rid of all the toxins, and it's surrendering to stress, because that's going to bring you back to center for this person on the other side. All right, let's take a look at how do they feel about you. Let's take a look how they feel about you. And let's pull some cards here in terms of the shadows. How do they feel about you? Aqua, what is that? Wow, they lied to you. So for some of you, you probably knew it to begin with, guys, okay? Because I really feel that you understood that. They lied to you in some way, shape, or form. Maybe whether they were single, maybe they were attached, maybe they had someone, kind of that type of thing. Or it could be just about something else. It could be some sort of addiction, whatever that case may be. So that is kind of like what's hidden in the shadows. But that seems to be what's coming through. What else? At that moment, I just didn't care. So they were probably going through some sort of big change at that particular time, is what I see, guys. Maybe some sort of, substantial change. That could be the case. How do you feel about them? How do you feel about them? Let's take a look at what that is. How do you feel about them? I've been struggling lately. So for some of you, Aquas, if you have been struggling lately as to whether to continue the relationship or not, or maybe you've just been struggling overall in terms of your life and looking to make some changes. Let's take a look and see if anything else wants to come through, okay? You are hoping that they're happy. I hope that you're happy. So I'm thinking there's been some sort of disconnect here, guys. I really think that there's been some sort of change here in the relationship or situation. You're definitely at a distance. It doesn't seem like you're on speaking terms. Okay. Anything else on how you feel about them? Anything else? What do we have here? Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Okay, so it's divine timing, not the right time. Sometimes you can meet the right person at the wrong time. Okay, anything else on how they feel about you? Getting to know each other. Okay, so it's time to really reveal your innermost thoughts and emotions with each other. And again, that stems from the beginning, guys, what we talked about, especially with this new moon coming in place. This is perfect for you. It's creating the perfect groundwork for you, Aqua, so you can have this. So you're going to be available to it. Whether or not you want it or not, you're going to be able to be in a good position for it, is what I'm thinking here. And that's what I'm seeing here. Wow. And what is it that you need to know? What is it that you need to know most? What is it that you need to know? Rebirth, that there's an opportunity for rebirth. So for some of you, it's either a rebirth for a brand new beginning in a relationship or situation, whatever's brought you to my channel. The blue is the throat chakra, the red is the root chakra, right? So this is about grounding oneself enough to be able to speak it, okay? And it's a 7 card. It's about having faith, okay? So for some of you, you're going to see it's worth it. Some of you may not want that, okay? All right, so for those of you that do not want a rebirth, what wants to come out? What wants to come out? Yeah, it says check in with your pride. Okay, all right, and because there might be pride on both sides or within you, and that's what's coming into play. Don't let pride get in the way of a brand new beginning, okay? If it was wrong timing, whatever the case may be, especially, especially if love is there, because that's what's coming into play. It's a 19 card that reduces to a 10, and 10s are, about an ending and also a brand new beginning, right? So that's what's coming into play. So keep that in mind, okay? If you want to improve the situation, whatever, site's coming from, it's about swallowing your pride and improving the quality of the situation. Admitting when you're wrong, or maybe you're choosing to look at another person's point of view and having compassion towards that, right? The bottom line is that if you want a happy, harmonious relationship, right? It's about coming to compromise about each other's indifferences, right? It's never totally perfect, right? You have to let go of the need to be right or in control, okay? So don't punish one another because, when you have the courage to really own up to your mistakes, you align yourself with source, and that's what's most important, okay? That's what's key here, right? And it opens door for resolutions, in the relationship, okay? Stubbornness and pride in relationships, they get you nowhere, okay, guys? So that's what this is talking about. But what's going to help you in this process? Let's pull up what's going to help you most in this process for you, okay? Let's take a look at what's going to help you most. All right, here we go. What is it? Inner peace. Wow. This is about clearing the past, guys. Being that warrior, clearing the past and moving forward. This is some of you might be doing yoga to get inner peace, right? That warrior pose. But this is about, loving your inner self, loving that inner child that might want to be stubborn and prideful and want their way. But this is about connecting with your spiritual guidance and your highest self. And this is saying is that you're actually, developing practices to get you better in alignment. All right. And that's going to be really key for you here. That's beautiful, guys. All right. Very cool. So I hope this resonated with you. Note your comments below. Drop a like, subscribe. It definitely helps out my channel. And I look forward to seeing the second half of the month. Big month for you. It's real pivotal. All the groundwork and things are aligning within the universe to help you really push forward if you want a new beginning or you want to start anew in love. But it is going to involve, surrendering any sort of denial and seeing things exactly as they are. And I really think you're there. All right. I look forward to seeing you next time, guys. Namaste.